You know the deal. Gonna just wait a minute, give people a chance to get on, because I'm not wasting much time tonight. Excuse me. Got a frog in the throat. Won't come out. Start in just a second. Get all my plastic stuff ready. Alright guys, tonight, just released from Rittenhouse, the Orville Season 1, sponsored by Blowout Cards. So you have two cases here. I don't know if it's Blowout that does it or if it's Rittenhouse. I really think it's Rittenhouse because they're the only ones that come this way. But the cases already have numbers on them. So one was 13, one was 15. The lower number is our first case. The higher number is our second case. Simple enough. Not gonna waste any time. Now I was really busy today at work, but I did see one or two breaks posted that I was able to see. And now let's find our, must be down another row. There it is. There's our case topper. So this is just a little booklet card. I don't want to open it up and mess up the spine on it. I'm just gonna drop it in a. I mean, it's pretty beat up, I'll be honest with you, but I think it's because it's a booklet card that they smushed into a standard size top loader. Let's. When I say messed up, I mean it's scuffed. Actually, geez, even this is a 59 point top loader. That's still a little tight. I don't know if I have anything in between, but I mean that's secondary to the wrappers. I think that is a 59 point top loader that they used. Okay. So we saw 4,500 boxes. So the print run is a little bit lower than what people had thought. Put this in. I did also see that there's to be additional hits in the boxes. I thought I had seen. Am I remember that? Yeah, if I could talk. I don't know, maybe I'm getting this mixed with Rick and Morty. I know that definitely had extra hits in the boxes. So base cards, very nice looking. Just real quick. Hopefully the numbering, okay, numbering is good. Nice and easy to read. Had a bit of a problem with the Star Trek Discovery. There's an insert. Alright, so we got ourselves, this is 09, so, no, is that's in the card. There's like a little mark on it. I think it's just the way it's printed. I guess I'll have to see if it's in the other one. See that little stray line right there? But that's definitely underneath the gloss. So anyway, so it's a matte card. The finish, let's see, what insert is this? Just the ship set, one a box, 1 in 24 packs. Okay. Got a bunch of watchers, nobody's posting. Come on now, don't leave me alone. There's our first autograph. We'll just do that. So the big thing that I noticed with this, well, besides the fact that my camera is really crooked. Oh, let me open this one pack and there's one. Hold on, we gotta see if I can straighten this up a little bit. No, that still looks weird. Why is that so crooked looking? Is it just me? So if I bring that, no. If I bring that one up, there we go. That's looking better. And then like that. I think that looks a lot better. Alright, these are nice. These, I guess, are character cards. So it's like a dull metallic. I don't know. They've definitely used this finish on other cards. I can't explain. I'm not explaining it right. So this is one a box, and then there's a mirror version, which is one a case. So I'm guessing that the mirror version is going to be just like the other mirror cards that that were in Discovery, where they're really, I don't want to call them chrome because they've got a better finish than chrome. Okay. I'm actually shocked that with this set and with Discovery that they did not do a parallel. Seems like it would have just been an easy, you know, just a single parallel, nothing crazy. Would have been an easy thing to do. What is this one now? This is T1, the bridge. So, and once we get through these once, that's it. Tour the Orville. And this particular set, this is where the bonus card, you know, that you can trade in those wrappers for. Whoops, off the screen a little bit. I am kind of surprised that in general with Rittenhouse stuff that their inserts don't hold a little bit more value. That looks like a quotable. And yep, and there's one of the quotables. I mean, being that they're usually one, maybe two a box, they don't hold much of a premium over any other insert set from any other manufacturer that puts out, you know, half a dozen in a box. I'm really liking the look of the base cards. Of course, I say that in general with Rittenhouse. I like their base cards. Yeah, had a few issues. Star Trek Discovery had a lot of chipping on them. Twin Peaks had that weird notch thing going on. But, you know, the general design, you know, they care a little bit more about their base cards than some of the other manufacturers do. I always like to go back to Women of Star Trek. Those base cards, I think it was the 50th anniversary version. Those are probably some of the nicest base cards I've seen out of a, you know, just a regular set, you know, not like some kind of a premium set. D1. These cards here, if you've opened up any of Discovery, the character cards from Discovery, this is the same stuff. Off-duty set is what this one is. It's not focusing, but the card it's plastic of some kind. I can't really put my finger on exactly, because it's not like thick. It's very thin, but you can tell that it's something, some type of plastic. Always like something new and exciting. There is card number 2. Autograph card number 2. So nobody wants to talk, huh? Because I really need a lot of help. Because I will be honest with you, I've only ever watched 2 episodes of Orville. So I am really far behind on what's what here. 3 autographs. I do know that from what I had read and what I looked at on the checklist, that there's only 2 scarce autographs in the whole thing, Seth MacFarlane and Rob Lowe. Then there was only 1 extremely limited. I don't remember who that was. That was Palicki or not, and then everybody else was limited. Come on. Okay, now I just want to run through the checklist real quick because I want to make sure that all the inserts are like this, that it's 1 a box and that I didn't miss any. Bridge crew, all right, 1 a box. Mirror, 1 a case. Off duty, 1 a box. Quotables, 1 a box. Ship, 1 a box. Tour, 1 a box. And then the case top. Okay, so we are good. Alright, let's see how we did with our autographs. First autograph, Georgia Wiggum. Second autograph, James Horan. Don't know if it's pronounced differently, but and Sean Cook. He looks familiar. If anybody actually feels like typing, he can tell me something else that Sean Cook has been in that I might know him from, but that face looks familiar. I know this takes a couple of extra seconds for you guys watching, but this saves me a ton of hassle by taping up these wrappers right from the get-go. Otherwise, I have a huge, excuse me, the shock in my chair is giving out. So every so often my chair just falls down and then I feel like a munchkin. Okay, second box. Box 1045. You know, I didn't check. Does anybody care about a specific box number? I know we were doing that with Discovery. There's our ship insert. That does not have that little stripe to it. Oh, we got another watcher. Maybe somebody will actually talk to me. Or I should say type with me. Here's our, got that, our dull metallic character card, or whatever that one was called. There's our first autograph. So we should also be due 3 relic cards, which I heard they're really nice looking too. I haven't seen any. But, you know, I'm sure it's, you know, typical Rittenhouse quality. There's one of the, whatever insert cards that one was. MSV, it throws this insert card, whatever the, was it, oh, tore the ship. That insert looks too much like the base cards. If it wasn't for the foil, I wouldn't even, no, there goes my chair. I wouldn't even have noticed. Other inserts, A+. There's our quotable. You know, I'm really surprised with if there's extra hits, you know, like our first box had 3 autographs, that they didn't just make a couple extra cases. You know, I don't know what our total run's going to be on autographs, but you would think that if, even if there's just a couple of extra per case, they could have, you know, made a couple more cases out of the whole product run. Not going to complain about getting extra autographs, but just saying, from a manufacturing standpoint. There's our plastic card. Off duty. Hey, finally got somebody to talk. There's autograph number 2. You know, I was having trouble remembering because, like I was saying at the beginning, I was really slammed at work today. So, like around 4 o'clock, there's our relic. I got a chance to go through the boards real quick, and I saw somebody had posted their breaks for Rick and Morty 2, and that had extra hits in it. So I wasn't sure if I was getting myself confused. But I mean, if you're talking 30 autographs in a case, so that's 6 extra autographs. I mean, that's got it. You know, that's a couple extra cases easy. I mean, if you're talking, break out the old calculator real quick, just because don't have anything better to do, right? So 4,500 boxes divided by 12 is 375 cases, and then times 6 for 6 extra per. Then divide that by 24. And then divide that by 12. I mean, that comes out to 7 extra cases. So, you know, I'm not saying it's a huge amount, but 5, 6, 7 extra cases seems like a no-brainer for extra profit. But I say this all the time, that I really miss the old Cryptozoic stuff. It was just a given that you would get 2 extra autographs in a case. Did you see the first autographs from the first box I opened? Because this is the second box. I'll run through them again for you real quick. I just don't know who I have. I'm just, except for the top couple of autographs, some of these I'm just not going to know who they are. The first box had 3 autographs in it. The second box, we've got 2 autographs and a relic. Now with Discovery, I've got, oh no, I don't have Rittenhouse's checklist open. So I don't know if any of the relics are, like if there's different versions like they did with Discovery. You know, it just says 10 cards, 1 in 96 packs on cardboard connection. But anyway, okay, so we have our relic here, RC5, and this is Commander Bortus. I really like the not glossy, the matte finish. I don't just something different that I like. Max Burkholder. Come on. But it seems like the nice thing about this is that with the rarity not being there on a lot of the autographs, you know, except for you're going to get a lot of good names for the show. Philip Anthony Rodriguez. Alright, so that's... Alright, so our first box was Sean Cook, James Horan, and Georgia Wiggum. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know who the characters are. Just not familiar with the show. One of many I haven't had a chance to watch. Only a couple episodes of. Right, where you can get the mirror version. Well, I would guess that there's printing plates in the archive box, right? Let's let me open up Rittenhouse's website while I'm at it. I'll learn more. Complete list of... Yeah, the printing plates are in the archive box. I mean, you figure that's what they are anymore with Rittenhouse. There's Vinny. I figured you'd be in. Here's our character card right off. Oh, you know what I forgot? So I wasn't able to get promos for Orville, but Blowout was able to give me some promos from X-Files, and I actually also got a couple of Season 7 Game of Thrones. So everybody that gets a package sent out to them for this break, I will throw one of those promos in there. There's our ship card. Are you on spring break yet, Vinny? There's our first autograph. Coolio. Oh, because of the promos. I'm like, I didn't know he was in this product. Last time I think I saw him on anything was I caught an episode of like the worst cooks in America or something like that. Yeah, I mean my kids, they had a half a day today and then they're off. They get 4 days. No, 3 days. They get tomorrow, Friday, and Monday. But then my wife gets all of next week off. I'm not sure if she has a half a day on Friday or not. There's our quotable. Well, if Coolio was in this, would this show go on a fantastic voyage? Dun-dun-dun. Is he out of jail? I just remember I thought it wasn't that long ago. He had gone to jail because I remember the whole thing with his court case where they were playing his rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to prove that he was a family guy and that he needs to be with his family. There's our off-duty, our plastic cards. I like these. It's just weird. They're so flimsy, but I mean because they're plastic. They're not, they're sturdy. This feels thick. Is this another? Here's our second relic. Oh, is that what it is? Autograph number 2. I was never much of a concert person. I had learned early on that I much rather enjoyed spending the money on having a high-end stereo in my house or in my car to listen to the music instead of listening to some person scream next to me. I remember I went to see, oh God, I'm trying to think. I'm a little old for concerts, honestly. But near 3 relics per case. I'm not sure if either of you are ever familiar with the Philadelphia area, but there's a concert place called the Electric Factory, and it's not a huge venue, but it's like it always gets a lot of people early on in their careers. And God, I'm trying to think what year this was. I want to guess it was 93. I don't know. Whenever it was Alanis Morissette. Whenever Jagged Little Pill first come out, and I was deaf at the end of the concert, and not from the music, but from the 16-year-old girl screaming her head off in my ear the whole damn night. I mean, I've been to a few concerts, but it doesn't, I don't know, there's something about it doesn't excite me. Stand up. Okay. All right, we'll do our relic first. This is RC10 Krill Captain Harrows, and it's kind of a leathery piece of material. That's what we'll do. Oh, I remember this guy. Barry Livingston. Come on. Help me out here. Doesn't want to focus. There it goes. And I remember a lot of this guy recently. Robert Nepper. All those Twin Peaks breaks we did. Oh, this is killing me now. There it goes. Oh, there it doesn't go. There it goes. All right, let's keep this conversation going. So, JD, what was the best concert you were ever at? I have a very small sample size myself, so I won't have as much to go off of. There's our character card. Good old Captain. Same question for you, Vinny. I don't know if you've go to a lot of concerts or not. Here's our ship card. I'm just going through those quickly. There's our first autograph. I have no idea. Incest? Or they push somebody out of a window. I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to have to guess that your Run DMC was all post Jam Master Jay. I mean, since he passed away a long time ago. Yeah, well, I know you've got beat my. Jeez, I wish I could talk sometimes. I know you have me beat age-wise. Okay. You could add Aaron from Walking Dead into that. Oh, that's good because Jam Master Jay, he had it passed away 20 years ago now, right? Because I mean, wasn't the rumor about him was that when he had when he was murdered that it had something to do with 50 Cent? I wish I would have seen Run DMC in concert. That would have been cool. Hey, Paul, how you doing tonight? Or for you, it's this morning. What's a 9? Geez, what's it, like 3 in the morning, right? 6-hour difference? Here's our off-duty card. Got a good group of talkers now. How you doing, Blast Zone? Any good interviews lately? So that's 3 autographs in this box. I'll tell you what, JD, more for yours. A concert that I went to that I actually had a lot of fun at, until one spot, is I saw Offspring back in, oh God, what was their album called? Smash? Their first main album? I want to say that was probably like 96. Alright, Vinny, now you're just showing off. But, and who opened first? Who also, there was 2 groups. Actually, there was 3 groups. There was some local band that opened. Then it was, I want to say it might have been Blur and Offspring. I'm not 100% sure. But then Offspring were, it was kind of moving around in the crowd, and then all of a sudden we got stuck in a mosh pit and didn't know it. And it was one of those real slammy kind of ones, and I was getting the hell up out of there as quickly as I could. I don't even know who Jim Rose Circus Sideshow is. Alright, let's see how we did with these. Okay, we got Christine Corpez. Dylan Kennan. And Brett Rickaby. Gotta hit the NyQuil, then you won't be back. Well, just to give you a quick rundown. So we've gotten 2 of our relics already, and 2 of our boxes have had a 3rd autograph in them. So if that same ratio holds up, then we'll have 3 or 4 extra autographs. Which will be nice. Need a little bit of room. Here's our ship card. I got to tell you, Paul, by the way, that last package I sent out, I've been really impressed with the mail service lately. I feel like you got your package from when I shipped it to when you got it. It was definitely under 2 weeks. I think it was under 10 days. Our character card, Isaac. Still waiting on our mirror version of our case hit there. Yeah, there was definitely some skinhead type people in the mosh pit. But whoever the second act was, somebody stage dived and landed on a concrete floor, so they had to stop the show for a little bit and let the EMTs come in and cart a guy off. There's a quote. So is the Nepper our best autograph so far? All right, Blast Zone Mike, if you're still there, because I'll be honest, yeah, I remember when you posted. I don't remember the exact time frame. Here's our off-duty card. There we go. Your interviews that you do, Blast Zone, are they is it a podcast, or is it YouTube videos, or is it just a written thing? Autograph number 2. I don't think I ever asked. Sometimes when I'm at work, if I'm autograph number 3. Sometimes when I'm at work, I'll listen to podcasts or talky stuff. I mean, sometimes it's hard to concentrate, but okay. Okay, let's see how we did on this box. We have Rena Owen. And as usual, I don't know what I can do different. It just does not want to cooperate. Ralph Garman. I can't imagine that that's a main character. Maccabee Ganny. The wrappers. You mean the wrappers from the product itself? Rittenhouse. God, you should know this, right? Every Rittenhouse wrapper is worth 2 points. You mail the wrappers into Rittenhouse. They have an account there, and you can buy you can get bonus stuff with them. Every product, I mean, as far as I know, every single product has a bonus card. If you look at the checklist, you'll see that the I think it was Tour the Bridge was the set. Dolly Parton is her inspiration. You lost me on that one. Sorry. Yeah, if you go, so like if you collect something, one of the sets, technically if you don't get the bonus card, you don't have a master set, and that bonus card is never in an archive box. I don't think I've ever seen one in an archive box. Typically the bonus cards are 300 points, so is it 300, I think? Does that sound right? But then a couple of them, like I got the website open anyway. Rewards. Yeah, if you go to the Sci-Fi Hobby website and you go to rewards, there's reward catalog here. I think the regular bonus cards, they're 300 points. So one case worth of wrappers can get you almost 2 bonus cards, because you'll get 288 packs. That's what, 572? Does that sound right? But then the higher end stuff, so Deep Space Nine had a Cisco metal card that was 1,500 points. The Valerian Steel alternate Daenerys card was 2,500 points. There's a relic card. You can even get sketch and autograph cards. They're usually pretty expensive. I remember the big one, if they still even have it in the catalog back, they had an Eric Roberts. It was here's a sketch card, 5,000 points. Sketch card, 1,500. But there was an Eric Roberts, I think, and I want to say a Michael Madsen autograph from James Bond. Here's Eric Roberts, 5,000 points. So yeah, there's Oh, okay. Sorry. Like I said, I'm so far behind on TV to begin with. There's our character card. I don't know, except for the Nepper, which I know is a limited one. Here's our ship card. There's our autograph. I mean, like I said, if I'm not pulling Seth MacFarlane, Rob Lowe, the Duel, like the obvious ones, I'm not going to know some of these people. I try and watch a lot of stuff, but I just don't have the time. The best thing I do now is while I'm sorting, packing, and whatnot, scanning, everything I do on here at my desk, I'll stream. There's a Tour of the Bridge. It's still a decent hit though, right? The dual autograph. Or does it mean like you get that duel is in every case? Oh yeah, you know what? If it's 300 to 500 copies of that duel, you'll probably get one in just about every case. That'll be the Clark Middleton of this product. There's a. That's the second one we got of him. How many cards are in the off-duty set? Where's off-duty? There's only 7 cards, so we'll get 1.5 sets. Unless some of the characters have more than 1 card, I didn't check. I would think with only 7, it's there wouldn't be any duplicate characters. There's autograph number 2. I'm going to jinx myself, but these wrappers have been opening up quite nicely. You know, with this product. Oh, now I'm gonna jump back to the checklist. What is in the archive box? Is it worth So if I'm reading this correctly, the Seth MacFarlane autograph is in the archive box, because it said pack inserted autograph cards 39, see exclusions and inclusions below, and it says exclusions to the archive box, full bleed autograph of Rob Lowe. That's the only one that's not listed. And if it says 39, missing 1, and there's 40 autograph cards, so that archive box might be worth a gamble. Have to see how much Blowout's selling them at. Guarantee a Seth MacFarlane. Well, we'll have to see if they're, you know, they might be selling them for $2,500 for all I know. Well, I'm just making the assumption that that Blowout will be selling their archive boxes. I mean, they've got to be Rittenhouse's biggest buyer. They might, I don't think they list them right away, but the, hold on, I can, You're lucky I don't feel tired tonight. I can jump around a little bit. But if we check, just because this just came out today, I don't know if they'll have the archive box up yet. They might wait a minute and see how it goes. Yeah, they don't have it listed yet. You know they have them. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts higher than that. If you're guaranteed a what do you call it? Brian Thompson. I'll go with $2,000. All right, we got our first main one that I'm aware of here. Penny Johnson Gerald, and it's one of the different. I guess that's the full bleed. I'm not sure what they call them. Well, Paul, I'm going to say unfortunately, but for the wrong reason, I will be putting in another inflections break. But unfortunately, the price that they have listed on their website right now is the price that it's got to be. I don't know how much they got of inflections, but apparently it wasn't much. I wouldn't know how many they got. But it definitely, so I can try, one or two more, but it's going to be considerably higher. There's our character card. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to start a separate thread, separate break, for another case of inflections at that new price, and then I'm going to go through the original break, and anybody who posted interest for the third case, I'm going to have to go in order. There's our ship card, and then once I get to the end, I'll open it up to everybody else, because I know a lot of people were not interested at the higher price. But I'm not really sure what happened. I can, only make guesses. But I know that with Valerian Steel, I'm pretty sure they got 20 cases worth. It's just an educated guess on my part. And I don't think they got 20 cases of this. I think they got a little bit less. So they're trying to maximize what they can get out of what they have. Quotable. I was really trying to hold out and hope that the price was going to come back down to the price of the first two cases, but does not appear to be. Yeah, I really don't know. I'll be honest with you. There's our off-duty card. It's actually kind of priced me out. I didn't join into the first two cases, and I know somebody said I could have one of their spots, but all I was going to go for was base and inserts. But I honestly think at the price that they're going for, oh, here we go. Here's our mirror card. About the soft sleeve. And yeah, it looks just like the mirror cards from Discovery. I mean, very nice looking cards. Definitely not knocking that. But I think what I'm going to have to do is, after the randoms or the breaks, I'll probably have to just try and pick up a couple of spots if I think they're worth it. But I really think the base spots are going to go right around the middle. You know, they'll go above a lot of the junk, you know, the low tier autographs. But I think that's going to be about it. Alright, how do we do? We got Catherine Shu. And, oh, here we go. Scott Grimes. We're going to need to pick up the pace a little bit here. I know we've been taking our time, checking other things out, having some fun. But at the same token, I don't want to be here till 2 in the morning. I still haven't scanned in the autographs from the Next Generation break from last night. I'll have to scan these in, and then we've got 5 cases of Rick and Morty that I got to get cracking on. And I know you posted it, JD, but and then I've got a tournament this weekend for my son. There's a ship, and Easter on Sunday. Character card. Autograph. So we're at 3 good autographs with the 2 main crew members and the Nepper. Hopefully. Like I said, we're going pretty slow. So we've got 4.5 more boxes of autographs. And we got one autograph here. We should at least have 1 or 2 more with a third autograph. There's our off-duty card. I think except for the other autograph and or possibly a relic. There's autograph. Alright, so the rest of this box, if we didn't get any bonuses, that's it. Because we got all of our inserts. But if we didn't get anything else, yep, there's a third autograph. Oh, it's bawdy. This isn't Star Wars. Hey, did you hear the news, Bawdy? Ewan McGregor is going to be in the new 2019 Masterworks. And also other upcoming releases, but Masterworks was the big one that they had mentioned. So he'll obviously be in Stellar 3. I don't know what other releases. I just know they said Masterworks. So well, no, The Rise of Skywalker. That's the movie name. But he, I mean, the next release coming out is Chrome. Excuse me, is Chrome Legacy. All right, tell me how we did here. Paul Vogt. Stephen Culp. Is he any relation to Robert? And James Morrison. Not a good box. Hey, at least it's extra autographs. Alright, 4 boxes to go. So that's a minimum of 8 autographs, and there's still one more relic hiding in here. Well, you were the one that said you had to go take a NyQuil, run off for NyQuil, so you better go get some sleep. Here's our character card. I'll do the recaps at the end of each case, so that way you only have to listen to the last couple of minutes of the video, because there's no way I'll have scans up before tomorrow morning. Ship card. Autograph number 1. Bridge, or the tour of the bridge. There's our quotables. Alright, so we're looking for off-duty, the other autograph or autographs, plural, and the relic. There's our off-duty. You know, it got me thinking, is the Shield all done? Or not, I'm sorry, not the Shield, Agents of Shield. There's our second autograph. Third autograph. I mean, I know it's been quite some time, and I really don't even remember how it ended. I know they were like in the future, and then they came back. And the general guy got powers. After the snap is resolved. I don't know what that means. And okay. I know I had seen an animated, I don't remember what it was called, part of an animated show that Daisy, can't think of her real name right now, but she was the voice of her own character in it as a younger version of herself, you know, as a young Quake. But the sets that Rittenhouse had put out for Shield were really nice. Okay, J. Paul Boehmer. Gavin Lee. Not focusing well enough. Ooh, scary. Seth Austin. He has a really nice signature, though. I will give him that. They met the killer clowns from outer space. Does he shoot a cotton candy gun? Excuse me 1 second, gotta fix the chair again. Character card. There's our ship. Autograph. Oh, you know what? It took me a minute to get that figured out. After the snap is resolved. I got you now. A little slow on the uptake sometimes. Quotes. There's our tour. I don't even remember. Was there a tie-in from the last season of S.H.I.E.L.D. to, I mean, I know they had a couple of tie-ins here and there. You know, nothing so substantial that it, you know, like if you missed the TV show, you couldn't watch the movie or vice versa. I say it's been so long, I don't even remember. Like, I vaguely remember that it ended with, here's our off-duty card. Agent May and Agent Coulson, because Coulson was going to die. So they went to Tahiti and just, I guess, to live out the rest of his time, what little bit he had. Autograph. So they'll come back and be like, oh, can't believe so-and-so got snapped away. Three autographs. Alright, except for a relic, this should be it for this box. We already got 3 autographs. Unless there's any that have 4. I believe we pulled all the inserts. No, not every box, but it's not too far off. We'll have to see if we do end up with 30 autographs like the one case break that we saw earlier today. But if you end up with 30 autographs and 3 relics, so that would put you not quite at 3 hits per box. Though you could add in the mirror, the 1 per case character card, so that's 34. So that's pretty damn close. But if you hit a relic or that mirror card, you definitely don't have a 3rd autograph. You know, none of these boxes have 4 hits in them. Okay, we got a little freaky looking little guy. J.D. Cullum. Jeremy Guskin. And here is the dual autograph. Which, it's nice that it's a dual, but Vinny kind of burst our bubble that it does turn out that it's common enough that they're roughly 1 in every case. So I guess it's still technically a case hit, but you know, it's a more common one. Since there's only 1 dual in the whole checklist. I wonder if the boxes are packed out kind of similar in general. I know it was an archive box, but the Star Trek boxes I opened up last night seemed like the same autographs are in the same packs. But again, they were archived, so it didn't really matter. There's our character card. 2 boxes to go. We still have not gotten our 3rd relic. I mean, the dual is going to carry more weight than a common autograph just because it's a dual. Ship card. Autograph. Number 1. Four card. That's our off-duty card. There's our relic. RC4. Malloy. Okay, so now we're just looking for one more autograph. Everything else has been picked out of the box. And there it is. Now we just gotta open. Urgh. And that does it for that box. And Patrick Cox. And Antonio D. Charity. I'm pretty confident that they weren't anybody. Unless somebody's limited just because. And I do realize that the full bleeds, I think, in general are limited. More limited, I should say, than the others. Yep, this is the last box of Case 1, George. I'm just jumping over to the checklist real quick. Autograph cards. So, full bleeds are all very limited, extremely limited, or scarce. And then bordered. So you got Kelly Hu is very limited. Nepper is very limited. And then everybody else is limited. Well, we did not get a... Well, I can't say that. We still have one more box to go. We have not gotten a scarce yet. We've gotten a couple of very and extremelies. No. We got very limiteds. We got Scott Grimes. And we got Penny Johnson Gerald. And then we also got Robert Nepper. So we got 3 very limiteds. I'll do the rundown at the beginning. Or wait a minute, did we? Oh no, he's full bleed. We only got the 2 full bleeds. And they were in back-to-back boxes. The mirror parallels, they're actually 1 in 288s. So they got 1 in 144. Oh, doing this one out backwards from the other. Well, I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I know this took me a lot longer to go because we were taking our time and checking checklists and whatnot. But the second case, I won't have to worry about that. So I think I'm going to go for both cases tonight. My big problem is going to be getting the scans done. That's going to be a real pain because I got to get started on Rick and Morty tomorrow. Not making any assumptions as to people's religious backgrounds, but I'm guessing most people will be tied up with spring break and Easter and stuff, so hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. I might end up doing pictures instead of scans. It goes a little bit quicker for me. Not as clean, but quick. So now this is our last box. Based on what I have seen, oh look at that, we did get another mirror. And it's of Seth MacFarlane. 2 separate boxes, but we got 2. And they were definitely, oh no, see now that says 1 and 144. Cardboard Connection says 1 and 288. That's what was throwing me off. Well, I actually did pretty good. Rick and Morty was up to date as of, I want to say 24 hours ago. So I'm not sure how much action has happened. I didn't really have much time today. I was really slammed at work, so I didn't get a chance to do much. I know it's kind of crazy. I know it's kind of crazy to say that, but my real work has got in the way of my fun work. Well, since this had a mirror in it, we're definitely only going to have 2 autographs. I am really surprised at how much action there is going on, swapping spots and stuff in that Rick and Morty stuff. There's our quote. Alright, so our other autograph will be is usually right around the same spot as the quote, so it'll probably be in one of these next 3 or 4 packs. There's the bridge card. I keep saying bridge. Tour the Orville. The one I'm really, I don't think I have to update the Marvel Universe one. I don't think I updated any of that, any of the trades that have happened in that break over the last few weeks.
Me today.
There is autograph number 2. So this needs a ship card and the character card. Here's our character card. And this should be our ship card. There's a name I know out of these autographs, but I don't think either of them are anything special. I think there was a couple of trades in this Orville break too that I didn't get to that happened today.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Just what's good, Jason?
And we got Tim McCulloughy.
Yeah, well, I want extra time. So I'll be like 5 minutes probably.
And from the Twin Peaks breaks,
I want extra time.
Lenny Von Dolan.
I want to keep him. Yo, Jason, what's good, dude? Very good, very good.
Alright, quick recap. 3 relics. We got Malloy, we got Harros, and we got Bortis. Then for our autographs, Tim McCulloughy and Lenny Von Dolan we just had, Patrick Cox, Antonio Charity, J.D. Cullum, Jeremy Guskin. We got the dual autograph, J. Paul Boehmer, Gavin Lee, Seth Austin. I mean, I like that just because it's a scary clown, and that guy's got an awesome autograph, I gotta say. Paul Vogt, Stephen Culp, James Morrison, Catherine Shue, save him for last, Brian Thompson, Rena Owen, Ralph Garman, Maccabee Ganny, Christine Corpus, Dylan Kennan, Brett Rickaby, Barry Livingston, Philip Anthony Rodriguez, Max Burkholter, Sean Cook, James Horan, Georgia Wiggum, and then Robert Nepper, Scott Grimes, and Penny Johnson Gerald. So I saved those last 3. They were our biggest autographs. Everything else seemed to be, you know, exactly as the odds should be. Yeah, the duel's on there, but it's separate. I'm sorry, on the Rittenhouse website, it's at the end. On Cardboard Connection, it was actually listed separately. There's a dual autograph set checklist.
Dylan, are you on?
Okay, so that's it. I'm going to stop the video so I can save it. I'm going to post it up on the break thread, and then I will be right back for case 2. Not too bad, 1024. We'll make the second case go a lot quicker. So, see you guys in just a minute.